ESPN2 HD. Old Bridge Township Raceway Park, the K&N Filters Super Nationals from Englishtown, New Jersey. It's a hot day in New Jersey. High temperatures and hot cars, some hotter than others. The Pro Stockers are hot. Both bikes and cars are the quickest fields ever. And talk about hot, Tony Bartone is all New Jersey. Accented, slow-talking, fast-driving. He drove his way to his first #1 spot in Fuel Funny Cars. It will be hot, hot, hot in Englishtown. It's round 11 of 23, about halfway through the season now in the NHRA Powerade Drag Racing Series. And today, as we said, it's Englishtown, that storied old track nestled in New Jersey for the 37th annual K&N Filters Super Nationals. The NHRA is all about families. Families in the grandstands, families down in the pits, and of course, on this Father's Day, fathers and sons.
On the surface, Tony Bartone may be a long shot to win today in Funny Car. After all, no #1 has won yet this season, and Tony Bartone took 70 races to get his first career pole. But dig a little deeper, Tony Bartone is the 36th winningest driver in NHRA history, thanks to 25 alcohol wins, many in an alcohol Funny Car. He won't be intimidated by the competition, nor will his crew chief, Big Jim Dunn, who 9 years ago took another relative unknown in Funny Car, Kenji Okazaki, and took him to his first win at this very racetrack. Can he do the same for Tony Bartone today? That's the question. Gary Gerould.
In top fuel for the first 10 events this year, Melanie Troxel rock solid as the season points leader, but Doug Coletta has taken a big chunk out of that lead by winning 4 of the last 5 events. Melanie says it's too early in the season to get overly stressed about points. She's qualified 11th today, but keep this fact in mind. The 3 previous times that she's been in the bottom half of the field, she has made it to the finals, including last weekend, where she did lose in the finals to Coletta. Her first round opponent today, the undisputed king of Father's Day, Larry Dixon, looking for a Miller six-pack, he says, 6 in a row.
This Father's Day holds a special meaning to millions of fathers and sons. But for some, it's more than just being a dad. To Larry Dixon, it also means domination in NHRA's top fuel class. Dixon has ripped off an incredible 5 straight wins on Father's Day. Can it be 6 in 06? First round of top fuel eliminations from Englishtown. We're ready to go. David Baca and Corey McLenithan in heat. It is hot here. We've said it before. We're going to say it again. You're going to hear it a lot today. So that affects the horsepower. Horsepower doesn't help that much. Figuring out how to get the power down, that's the key.
That's right, Paul. You don't need the horsepower when this warm because you're going to just spin the tires. The key condition today is getting that car hooked up. And look at the weather. It's already warmer than it was all day yesterday, and we got more moisture in the air. Remember, water grains per pound of air, that's what the crew chiefs use to determine amount. Anything over 100 is very, very wet. We're already getting to that point, and the track temperature key there, 111 degrees.
Take a look at the top fuel ladder for you and give you an idea what to look forward to. There's the first side. Baca and McLenithan are course up right now.
And on the other side, we got some great matchups, including that matchup between Larry Dixon and Melanie Troxel.
And that's our top fuel ladder presented by Lucas Oil. There is Corey Mack, who, meeting David Baca, tends to dominate about 2/3 of the time.
But both these cars are very evenly matched up in qualifying. They went down the track, made some good, consistent runs. Both their best ETs were 458, but today's a new day.
McLenithan, 3-time runner-up here. He's never won. And wow, he just roars into it. So the day starts with Corey Mack and a 478 at 273 miles an hour. David Baca goes home.
Well, we're already seeing the weather conditions having an effect. David Baca, like I said, had a very consistent race car in qualifying. Goes out there, though, a couple hundred feet and starts to get those big Goodyears loose. Corey McLenithan in the other lane, though, when he made the transition, from the concrete to the asphalt. I think they really slowed, actually started spinning the tires, and then the cylinders went out on his car. So luckily for Corey, he spun a little further down track and got the win.
I'm going to take a look at the weather, how it was a week ago in Chicago and how it is now. Track a week ago was 81 degrees, very comfortable, 68 air temperature. Englishtown, 111 degrees track temperature right now.
And that's just amazing. The amount is amazing what these crew chiefs have to do to make the adjustments for that kind of change in weather.
And you mentioned the launch. That pad is only 400 feet long. It is small. So it'll be Doug Herbert and J.R. Todd. Let's go up to Gary Gerald. He's with Corey McLenithan. Sorry, Gary.
That's all right, Paul. Do you like being the first guy down the track?
Yeah, because it makes the other guy worry about it. I mean, I don't care where I am as long as I win. It's my job to turn that win light on, do my job in the starting line. So for Fran Boost, Top Fuel Dragster, Torco Racing Fuels, Jags, I'll tell you, these guys are the ones that back this car. For FabTech, Pure Power Lubricants, all the guys at home, and these guys working on this thing. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Big adjustment today with this heat?
The heat's what we like. We're going to be here.
Saw little beads of perspiration there in the brow, and I think that's just the first of many, Paul.
Oh, I think you're going to see a lot of that before this day is over.
This is another good matchup here, Doug Herbert and J.R. Todd. Doug Herbert came out in the first session on Friday when it was very warm on that racetrack and basically knocked everybody down when he ran that 457 in the heat. J.R. Todd, he didn't get down in that first session, but every session since then, this car's looked very, very good.
And he won his first round ever last week. Herbert has lost first round about half of his races this year. JR all the way as Herbert goes away right off the top in the left lane. J.R. Todd runs just nicely down with a 464, 311 miles an hour to a losing 503.
Paul, this was all JR from start to finish. He had 0.04 of a second advantage over Doug Herbert, who you saw spin the tires early, have to backpedal, and Jimmy Walsh, J.R. Todd's crew chief, put a great tune-up on the car, dropped some cylinders just before the finish line, but still, I think to run a 464 in these conditions, very good job.
The top fuel points right now. Well, look, Melanie can be passed depending on how this weekend goes, as we suggested earlier to you. She says it's a little too early in the season to be too concerned.
Well, and we always talk about you don't count the points till you get to Indy, but I can guarantee you when you're out there in front, you're kind of paying attention to it. But she's right, you do have to just stay focused and do your job and let the points lay out where they may.
Coming up is Larry Dixon, who almost always wins on Father's Day. Melanie Troxel. We want to take you back to yesterday, the on board with Larry Dixon.
Now, I want you to pay attention to the right rear tire here and watch what happens on a run of over 325 miles per hour on Larry Dixon's Miller Dragster. Now, you see the tire grow, you can see the height come up, but look at the pattern over there. You can see actually where that tire is making contact with the ground in the center, and then at the finish line, watch a distortion right before the lights, and then when he lifts off the throttle. That was a great shot right there.
Larry Dixon has won here 2 years in a row. Melanie Troxel coming in here, 11th qualifier. But on the other hand, every time she qualifies in the bottom half of the field, she makes it to the finals. We'll see what happens today.
She has really been able to, and her crew have been able to put that car together on race day. Now, in the beginning of the season, though, they were getting a couple lucky breaks every now and then in eliminations, and they were taking advantage of it. I think with Larry Dixon, they better have their act together because, I mean, Larry's been going down the racetrack and making some good runs. This is a huge matchup right here.
Remember, Dixon is looking for his 6th straight win on a Father's Day. On his way. Dixon takes the win, and Melanie has her first round loss this year.
Wow, That's a little bit, that is an upset, let's face it. I mean, Larry Dixon, even though he's been running very good, Melanie Troxel had this race won. She left on him by about 200ths of a second, started pulling away. By half track, she was ahead, but then look what happened. It started spinning the tires. As soon as it did, she put cylinders out on both banks, and that allowed Larry Dixon to get by and get the win.
Larry Dixon with a 467, 320 miles an hour. There'll be more Top Fuel when we come back to Englishtown. Back in 2003, that's Brandon Bernstein. Today, he's our top qualifier. We'll be back with more Top Fuel from Englishtown. This weekend, Bernstein has twice run 453. Again, smoke. They're working it.
Coast.
And they coast. And the coast goes to Bernstein.
Well, obviously the blower belt must have came off of probably both cars, because I can't understand why. I mean, I know Brandon definitely would have got back on the throttle if he could have. Rip Astari, I think, probably would have done the same thing. So, but, you know, hey, this was a good race. The numbers weren't there. Both cars spun the tires right about the same time, and they both lifted. You saw Rip Astari's injector still open, and it wasn't going nowhere, so obviously something came off. More than likely it was the blower belt, and I'm assuming probably the same thing happened to Brandon, and at that point they're just coasting. And if you're Brandon, you're going, oh boy, you're trying to, don't come around. But luckily he gets the win with a 728 to a 734. Pro stocks run quicker than that, for God's sake.
You're probably in the car kind of pushing forward as much as you can, trying to get it going. The Valvoline winner's cam shot of the coasting finish for you. Yeah, he's going to climb and say, what was that? Over in Hot Rod Fuller's pit, they're already hard at work on that machine. And the same is true over in Larry Dixon's pit. Doesn't take long.
Larry Dixon, the first guy to take Melanie Troxel out in the first round this year. They got to be happy with that.
Well, Gary Gerould is now with Brandon Bernstein.
He's got that Bud hat on, sunglasses in place. I want you to look at this monitor and you tell us, because 728s don't win very many Top Fuel races.
Oh, no, they don't. Man, it went out and it's close, and I pedaled it and then tried to get back on it, and it just, look at that. I mean, it's just coasting. I mean, I'm on and off the throttle right there trying to get it to go, and we just got lucky. The Budweiser Lucas Oil car really just got lucky because it was dead in the water. The belt was off and everything. But right there, I just, I just didn't get it quite easy enough. See, you can see me still hitting the throttle there with the blades there, but it was just unfortunate. But hey, we got the round win, and hopefully we can get going, get it together.
Dodging bullets here at Englishtown.
It was.
Remember when we showed you the points and Melanie Troxel's slim lead? Well, out first round. Doug Kalitta comes up now to face Morgan Lucas. Kalitta can make up major ground, if not take over the points lead.
But first he's got to get around Morgan Lucas, who is a tough customer in the first round. They've been having problems with engine breakage, but Morgan's usually very sharp on the tree. If he can get to the other end, watch out.
It's Kalitta with the 464. And Conrad says that's fine. That's a win. We'll move right ahead and pick up those points.
Just a good old drag race there. Doug Kalitta had a little bit of advantage over Morgan Lucas off the starting line, and Ron Tolbert puts a nice, safe tune-up on the car just to make sure it gets to the finish line under the power. I mean, that's the key on Sunday when it's hot and greasy like this. And Ron Tolbert, I'll tell you, that car, they've got a good combination in the heat, and they've got a good combination when it's cool. It's probably one of the most well-rounded tune-up and race car out there right now.
Whoa, end of the run. Doug Kalitta's tire.
Yeah, it looked like it went down. You can see right there. It looks like the guy just walked in front. It looked like there might have been a little bit of a puncture there that let the air out of that tire.
Here's the ladder presented by Lucas Oil as they'll go to round number 2. Bernstein and McLennan, and that'll be good. Kalitta and Fuller.
Some good matchups. Hillary Will and J.R. Todd. Tony Schumacher and Larry Dixon. That'll be a good match.
Well, next up, it will be Funny Car first round of eliminations. John Force and Whit Bazemore. Bit of an edge there. We'll be talking with Whit Bazemore as well. We'll be back. Medlin just once. Medlin hasn't lost first round in the last 8 races. Whoa! Medlin pulls ahead, but then it goes to Burkhardt. So that streak of winning first round's gone away, and Burkhardt takes the win with a 497, 314 miles an hour, Mike.
Both drivers left the starting line relatively together, pretty much dead even. And then, like you said, Paul, Eric Medlin started to pull away until he got to the transition right there. When it went from concrete to asphalt, he started spinning the tires, and Phil Burkhardt was able to pull away. Now watch this. I mean, he had good numbers early. They were pretty much identical to 330 foot, and then they were trying to move this car a little bit harder, and when he made that transition from the concrete to the asphalt, that car just did not like that, and then big Goodyears came loose, and like all he could do was watch Phil pull away.
Yeah, Roy Burke, Phil's dad, watching, and oh yeah, that's a good Father's Day so far. So the points in Funny Car as we come in here, Ron Capps and John Force with that win in Chicago, nibbling away.
Getting tight just like we're seeing in Top Fuel, and it gets exciting when the conditions are like this because anything can happen. Both Ron Capps and John Force didn't really qualify the way they wanted to. Race day's a different day. It's just a matter of how they adapt to the racetrack better.
The IndyCar Series continues on Saturday, June 24th. Richmond, Virginia, the SunTrust Indy Challenge, 8 o'clock on ESPN2. Points leader is still Helio Castroneves, and he's looking for a 4th win. Join Marty and the gang for that. Scott Coletta and Tony Pedregon. Coletta over there on the right.
And in the left-hand lane, Tony Pedregon's had a consistent race car pretty much all weekend. Get down the track, you know, 3 out of 4 times, which is about as good as anybody we've seen, because especially in Funny Car, the first session on Friday, these guys really struggled to get down there, and the problem was, like kind of like we're seeing now, that transition from the concrete to the asphalt, because one of the things you got to remember, the Funny Cars don't create as much downforce with their rear wings that the dragsters do, so they have to even tiptoe even more so through that area than a top field dragster.
Coletta didn't qualify last week. 111 degrees, that track surface. It's getting hot. Tony Pedregon all the way with a 492, 313 miles an hour to a losing 496.
Good run by both teams, I think, for the conditions. You just saw basically Tony Pedregon get the jump off the starting line, had almost 0.04 of a second over Scott. That was the big difference. Then he pulled away for a little bit more. I kept waiting when they made the transition for somebody to start spinning the tires. Neither of them did. Obviously, they took enough clutch and enough power out of the car to keep the thing hooked up, keep the cylinders lit. And Tony Pedregon's in the second round.
Back in Tony Schumacher's pit again. Working on the car, getting that whole thing. Alan Johnson, no doubt, trying to figure out what we're going to do with next round. What's the heat doing? How's the track going to change?
I think Alan's liking what he's seeing. He was the only car that picked the right-hand lane so far of all the fuel categories. And what does he do? He goes out and runs low ET of the rounds thus far with that 458. So I think the confidence is coming back. I mean, I'm sure he's still not where he was last year, but he likes the changes he's made to the chassis by moving that engine forward. He thinks it's going to be a more consistent race car, and so far it looks like it's definitely heading in that direction.
Coming up next in Funny Car, the next pair will be Bob Gilbertson and the #1 qualifier, Mr. New Jersey, Tony Bartone. Let's go to Dave.
Earlier we talked about Tony Bartone being the 36th most successful racer in NHRA history. That's courtesy of 25 national event wins, 24 of which came in an alcohol Funny Car. That's one reason that he is not intimidated. And another reason, Big Jim Dunn. We talked a little bit about him and Kenji Okazaki, but above and beyond that, this is a car that Tony Bartone says has a 6-disc clutch in it. That's something that Big Jim Dunn has been working on, an extra disc and an extra floater in there for the last couple of years. It's his belief, as well as Big Jim Dunn's, that on hot, greasy racetracks, that makes the car easier to tune, easier to finesse through those troubled areas. And that's something that, because the heat is out today, they feel very strongly that they've got a great chance of going the distance today.
Last time these two met, Gilbert Gilbertson lost to Bartone. 5 versus 6 disc. A little finer tuning, you think?
Well, the clutch discs stay a little bit better in a 6 disc because it's just one more heat sink there, so you distribute the amount of heat more evenly over the other disc. So when the clutch gets towards the middle of the racetrack, it's actually, they think it's in a better shape, so then it makes it easier to tune the thing. That's the theory behind it.
Pulls away at the end with a 497.308 to take the win to a losing Bob Gilbertson 516.
I think Tony might have dodged a little bit of a bullet there. Bob Gilbertson, yeah, I think he might have took a little shot at the tree, had 0.06 of a second of advantage off the starting line, was way ahead, and then probably lost a belt or something down on the other end. That allowed Tony to go around for the win.
Well, and you can rest assured that this predominantly New Jersey crowd is loving the success being demonstrated by Tony Bartone. Well, the temperature continues to climb. The track is hot, the competition's hotter. We'll be back.
Neck to neck, body burning like a furnace. Thoughts of you losing this race, it had you nervous, tensed up, with sweat dripping from your brow. You gotta dig deep or give up right now. 400 meters left, don't let the runners by. And you losing breath, less and less you wanna die. Now you got the choice to finish number 1 to 5. So what you gonna do before you cross the line? You got a choice to make. You can go hard or go home. Watch TV. You got a choice to make. So what's it gonna be? You can go hard or go home.
Ready now with Robert Hight over on the far side and Tim Wilkerson on the near side. Hight's team has won here 2 of the past 4 years, but that was with Gary Densham.
And right now he's up against Tim Wilkerson, who has really been struggling. I mean, you know, a couple years ago, Tim Wilkerson was probably one of the most feared teams out there. Now, Jimmy Prock is not taking him for granted, obviously, but he just hasn't had the car that he's had in the past where you knew it was going to go down there. Tim Wilkerson's a great driver. Can't ever take him lightly on the tree either. Robert Hight, you know, he's basically just going to stay focused and do his job and hopefully get the win light.
Wilkerson's had a tough year. His last round win came in Dallas 14 races ago. But now he's got another one. With a 5:01, 300 miles an hour, Wilkerson puts Hight on the trailer. Whoa!
You can see Robert, he was getting in trouble shortly after he left the starting line. The back end started to wash out towards the wall. And we talk about keeping it in the groove here. Watch, well, there's White. He had a cylinder out on the other side of the car, which helped drive that thing over there. And then when it did, not only is it down on power right there, that cylinder's out, which the force of those headers, having one cylinder out, wants to push it over towards the wall. Then to add insult to injury, you're getting out of the groove into the bad rubber, so you're spinning the tires even though you're running on 7 cylinders, and then it puts another cylinder out. So that result of that just allowed Tim Wilkerson to get the win.
Next weekend, it will be the O'Reilly Midwest Nationals in St. Louis. Coverage of qualifying on Saturday, and then on Sunday, NHRA Today, with the finals coming at 10 o'clock Sunday evening in the East. Telecast also available in high definition. Call your cable operator or your satellite provider. Let's go to Gary Gerould.
Our crack staff is telling me that I think it was Dallas last fall, 14 events ago, the last time you got a round win. So that Powerade in this moment's got to feel real good. Tell us about it.
Well, it has been a terrible year so far. There's no doubt about it. And Levi ran shop behind the car, and we're doing the best we can do, trying to get all the situations behind us. And hate that for Robert and that AAA team, because they're a great team. There's no doubt about it when you're #2 qualifier. But I won a couple races from this far back in the field, so I know it can be done. It's Father's Day, and my kid did the burnout there, and he said, "Hey, happy Father's Day, Dad." So that gave me a little incentive, but thanks, everybody. Real excited.
Appreciate it, Tim. Got it.
Yeah, it's the Father's Day thing, and just the whole family aspect of the NHRA is really nice. Ron Capps, runner-up here 2 of the past 3 years, and it will be Jim Head in the other lane. Just 4 round 4 wins in 25 career starts here. Winner will face Burkhardt.
Jim Heads, your number 3 qualifiers. You look at his elapsed time there, a great 480 elapsed time. That doesn't tell the whole story, though, because he only got down the racetrack. Well, he actually got down twice. Yesterday in the heat, he got down the track around a 492. Now, Ed McCullough, typical tune-up. He went down the racetrack on all 4 runs, but they weren't running the kind of numbers they like to see. They had the consistency. They like that, but they weren't running the numbers. Right now, I think consistency is probably better than performance.
Well, Head got away right at the start, and then the whole thing went away for him, and Capps takes the win. Quickest run of the round in Funny Car with a 492, 311 miles an hour.
Ed the Ace McCullough and Ron Capps just keep doing what they're doing. Make sure that car goes to the finish line under power. That's how they've been in the points lead, and that's how they're staying there. This is the kind of track you want to keep doing that on.
So Ron Capps will take the step forward into second round, and coming up in Funny Car, it will be Big John Force and Whit Bazemore. We promised you that. And we'll also be talking with Melanie Troxel. That's when we return to Englishtown. The K&N Filters Super Nationals from Englishtown, New Jersey, and we welcome you back. I'm Paul Page with Mike Dunn, Dave Reef, and Gary Gerald, our trackside. And yep, it's time for Pro Stock and a history-making, record-breaking field. Last week in Chicago, we saw the quickest racing in the history of Pro Stock. And with 8 different winners in 10 races, the competition in this class might be the best it's ever been. Greg Anderson has been on top all season, but he's constantly looking over his shoulder. If he lets down his guard, someone else would be glad to take his spot as King of the Hill. The Pro Stock Ladder presented by Lucas Oil. I'm keeping an eye, as I suggested in NHRA today, on that line and Stanfield battle.
That's going to be a great matchup, Paul. And on the other side of the ladder, Greg Anderson, Warren Johnson, whenever they come to the line, you have to watch them. But how about Jim Yates and Ron Krischer? Jim Yates, number 2 in the points, has had a hot car lately.
Lane choice worked out for John Force. Let's go to Gary Gerald.
John, you're going against an old adversary in Whit Bazemore. Do you have to talk to yourself at all? How do you get your head straight when you're going up against the old pros like that?
Bazemore's excellent. He does a great job, and you got to get up for him. And just seeing Capps get the win, it got me up. And I told Baze, Happy Father's Day. He's a new papa, and good job out there, kid. But anytime you get up, you get your energy up, he's going to whip you. And I don't like being whipped in his points chase. And of course, I ain't liked a lot of things in his points chase, but I'm excited because Castrol Ford, Mac Tool, Brand Source, AAA Southern California, we get him a win. 2 Fords are down, 1 Ford's in, and another Ford's coming, my daughter Ashley.
Austin Coyle made that lane change, and it paid off.
First pair, Pro Stock. It'll be Dave Howard in the right lane, and he'll face Richie Stevens Jr. Stevens says this is his best track on the tour. He won here in '99 and in 2001. Let's get an update. Remember that tire? Well, we're going to launch him.
Richie Stevens, he's coming off that number 1 qualifier and semifinal finish last week in Chicago. Feels he has a very good car. Doesn't have lane choice. Dave Howard just slightly out-qualified him. And Tig goes red, and what a break for Richie. That thing broke. Look at the dry shaft bouncing around behind him. When it's your day, it's your day. But, you know, the one thing he did do, he drove over the outer boundary line, but I don't think they're going to... And normally if you hit the wall, it's automatic disqualification, but the track here is so wide, that white line is actually the outer boundary. If you go over that, it's a disqualification. Now, it's always the rule is first or worst. The red light was first, but if you cross the center line or hit the wall, then that is worse than red light. But I don't think, if I was judging, I wouldn't throw him out because he did it on purpose to get off the track in case there was oil down. He did not want to oil down the lane for the competitors behind him, so he actually did a good thing there. So I would be surprised if they threw him out for that.
Yeah, it sounds like they are, in fact, going to accept that.
Yeah, we just heard the tower. Yeah, the tower just said he wins, and that's absolutely the right call.
So there goes the drive shaft.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Wow, what a lucky break for Richie. It's your day, it's your day.
We were talking about Doug Kalitta's tires and what the tire engineers found, Dave.
Well, the tire in question is called a Goodyear 2420. Looks exactly like this one. In fact, this one now strapped on the right rear of Doug Kalitta's tires. Preliminary report from Goodyear officials is that something cut the center of that tire, ultimately causing it to puncture. After talking with Ron Tobin and the rest of this crew, they are not concerned at all. In fact, as you can see, they've got the new one ready to go on a team that has really got a little more hop in its step. They've watched Melanie Troxell's point lead shift from 68 now down to 48. If they win this upcoming round, that will be down to 28. And, well, you can see what's got this team motivated, going for their 4th win in the last 5 races.
And you see right there about halfway through that shutdown there is probably where he got something that punctured it. Right there you can see it starting to go down. Luckily that didn't happen in the lights.
Yeah, good point. Not at speed, and I'm sure they're thankful for that. All right, Pro Stock. As we take you on board V Games and this man, Dave Connolly, who was the first to repeat this year. He won at both Atlanta and Topeka. There's V Games.
Huge advantage off the line for Dave Connolly.
And he carries the advantage all the way with a 670, 206 miles an hour to a losing 671. Well, we're going to show you Connolly's on board. See the nose just disappear over there for V Games. And when we come back, there'll be more from Pro Stock. Stay here. Mark Powick and Alan Johnson. Which one will face Richie Stevens?
Alan Johnson's had a great race car last couple of races, and I was able to talk to him before qualifying start. He said they stayed and tested on Monday and found some things, and we interviewed him. We didn't want to give it all away, but when I talked to him, he talked about the 4-link on the suspension. Basically what that does is it kind of moves the weight around of the car, the way the car hits. They can change the angle of those bars in the back and make the car basically hit more down on top of the tire to give it more traction. If the track's good, they kind of move it out to where if the car hooks up, it'll accelerate forward. He said they've had a lot of horsepower, and when they tested on Monday, they just went the complete opposite direction of what they were going, and they said the car really responded to it. And I gotta agree, he came out here and ran very, very good qualifying.
Try for Mark, but it's Alan Johnson, 675, that takes the win. Another good close race, though.
I don't think that's what Alan Johnson and his dad were looking for. 675 probably, obviously they missed a little bit on the setup. They didn't like it. Probably spun the tires a little bit more than what they would have liked through first and second gear. I didn't see any big movement on the car, but to slow down to 675 was a little bit of a surprise there.
Well, as we take a look at Pro Stock points, Anderson, of course, lost. Yates is coming up, so we'll see how it bounces around on point standings. Ron Krischer and Jim Yates. Yates won here in his 1996 championship season. Krischer generally doesn't do well against Yates.
We talk about the history of this place, and Jim Yates' engine builder is Bill Grumpy Jenkins, a legend in the Northeast. And has he been making some good horsepower? As you look at the Grump right there, we talked about at the beginning of the year when he came on board to build engines for Jim. He felt confident right from day one that they were going to do well. They were missing on the setup because the car was making so much more power. Jim and his son Jamie were just trying to figure out what the car wanted. Now they've got a good idea, and they are making some fantastic runs lately.
Red light for Krischer. So Yates just cruises with the red light on in. He still runs a 671. And we'll take a look at the Pro Stock ladder as it stands now and the matchups for round 2.
Alan Johnson, Richie Stevens, Ricky Smith, Jason Line. And on the other side of the ladder, we got Warren Johnson, Dave Connolly. That's a great matchup. And Jim Yates and Kurt Johnson.
Eliminations underway at Englishtown.
Here we go.
Here's a chance for him to really jump forward in the points. 17 wins in his last 18 rounds of racing. Ron Tobler makes sure everything's running well there. At the same time, it's Rod Fuller, who is 0-4 against Doug.
But Rod Fuller has a very good race car. Crew Chief Lee Beard given him a consistently quick race car for the conditions. So Doug Kalitta is going to have his work cut out right here. But, this should be a great matchup.
See that? Kalitta smokes right off the starting line, and Fuller with a 464 takes the win over Kalitta. The chance at a handful of points going away in the quickest run of the round.
Well, Ron Tobler knew they had to have a good race car against Rod Fuller, and obviously that proved it, because as you watch Doug Kalitta right here, early in the run, the thing goes into, it didn't see very much tire shake. It looked like it just flat overpowered the race car, and at that point, Rod Fuller was just pulling away. Rod spun the tires a little bit down track, but he had some good momentum and still ran a 464.
Next weekend, the NHRA is in St. Louis. The O'Reilly Midwest Nationals. Coverage of qualifying comes on Saturday, on Sunday. NHRA Today, presented by Lucas Oil. And then the finals at 10 o'clock on Sunday night as the end of Trek its way west. Well, you saw as Dave Reef set you up with Larry Dixon and his run into the pea gravel at the far end, what he called the shore. Now we're going to find out, will it be Tony Schumacher or Larry Dixon to face Hillary Will in the next round?
You look at that track temperature, 128 degrees. Very tough to navigate these cars down this racetrack. But Tony Schumacher and Alan Johnson with that 458 in the first round looked very good. Have lane choice. They've chosen that right-hand lane. I don't think there's really a big difference between the lanes right now. But if Larry Dixon wants to get his 6th Father Day win in a row, he's gonna earn it today, because he had to take out Melanie in the first round. He's gonna have to take out Tony in this round. Those are obviously two very good cars, but Donnie Bender has his car running consistent. He just needs to keep it hooked up.
Yeah, Bender's doing a nice job this year. You look out the back of Larry Dixon's car. 9 consecutive round wins at Englishtown for Dixon. And Schumacher runs into trouble early, and Dixon still marches his way to 6 in 06 on Father's Day wins. Snake has got to be happy.
Look how small those guys get pretty quick. As you see Tony Schumacher get pretty small there too when he smokes the tires. Watch this, they're still struggling with this car. They're getting better, but it just flat overpowered. There wasn't any tire shake at all. It just went into tire smoke. Tony did the best job he could to get it recovered. Larry Dixon in the other lane was not spinning the tires. Even though he had a cylinder out, he was still able to get into the semis.
Lost a big opportunity, Doug Kalitta did, Gary Gerould.
There's no doubt about that. This man has been just red hot over the last several events. How much does it hurt when you realize that Melanie going out in that first round, you could have really closed the gap?
Yeah, it's certainly disappointing, but fortunately we're not even quite halfway to through the season. So there's a lot of rounds yet, and but we missed an opportunity today, but we'll just keep plugging. Just want to say hi to my dad, Father's Day, so get well. He's home with a little lung cancer, but we'll just press on, go to the next one, see how it shakes out there.
Thank you.
And so the semifinal matchups for Top Fuel. It'll be Brandon and Hot Rod, and Hot Rod will have the lane choice. And Hillary will give lane choice away to Larry Dixon, and he may be on his way to a really cool 6 on Father's Day. And the next pair will be Funny Car. Tim Wilkerson and Tommy Johnson Jr.
Tim Wilkerson finally getting that first round win after about 14 races, trying to get this thing back in line. And Tommy Johnson Jr., who was just glad to be in the show because he really struggled on Friday. He thought the sun was going to be out, but he got a break yesterday with cloud cover, and he got in the show. As we look at our ladder here, your #1 qualifier, Tony Bartone, is going to go against John Force, Gary Selzy, and Tony Petragon. And on the other side, you got Tim Wilkerson and Tommy Johnson Jr., the matchup we're looking at now, and then Ron Capps and Phil Burkhardt.
The moment, it's Tim Wilkerson and Tommy Johnson Jr. Okay. Drive those cars. Tommy Johnson Jr. does the better job.
Boy, and this was just a great side-by-side race. Watch this. Both cars going into smoke. We had a pedal fest. Smoke in the tires, backpedaling. TJ did the best job to get the win. Stay with us with this hot weather. We may see a lot more of this coming up.
Welcome back, Old Bridge Township Raceway Park. They call it Englishtown. The K&N Filters Super Nationals. We continue with Funny Car, Tony Petragon, and Gary Selzy, defending champion Selzy. Boy, he's having a tough year.
But he's slowly but surely getting that team turned around. His crew chief, Mike Knepp, just keeps kind of picking at it, and they're getting better and better. Gary's been doing a good job driving. But I'll tell you what, Tony Petragon in the other lane, he's really been coming around. Had back-to-back wins in Atlanta and Columbus. Crew chief Dickie Venables has a much better hot weather tune-up than he did last year, and he's kind of liking what he's seeing so far. This is another great matchup.
Selzy just goes driving away. A 494, 311 miles an hour. And Tony Petragon goes to the trailer.
You saw Tony have to actually backpedal the car early in the run. Watch the right side of your screen. Right there, you see the red butterflies when he blipped the throttle a couple quick times. Did a great job to get to recover. But unfortunately, Gary Selzy was making a good run. Watch the butterflies. This is classic backpedal here. Look at him just slap that throttle, gets back on, picks the front end up, stayed hooked up for a ways, and kind of sashayed a little bit after he got down there. Great driving job, but unfortunately, he came up just a little bit short.
Happy down there, Don Schumacher and the gang. Gary Gerould caught up with Tommy Johnson after that little run.
Tommy Johnson Jr. standing alongside. We brought him over to the monitor. Boy, you got a smoker going that time. Tell us about this run.
Well, we left the car alone. You know, the Skoal Chevy Monte Carlo ran really well first round, so we just wanted to leave it alone and not do anything. Got out about right here. It starts to spin the tires. I pedaled it once. It started to haze again. I just pedaled it one more time, pedaled it again, and it was smoking the tires. I just left my foot in and lent it to the lights. You know, I was just trying to keep it my lane. I mean, that's the hardest part out here, especially when Mike Dunn will tell you when it gets out there, it's hard to drive. You can't hardly pedal it because they just want to keep spinning the tires. And you see the butterflies opening and closing several times there and putting holes out. But I was just trying to keep it my lane, keep the thing hooked up and as best I could and not blow it up and keep the belt on it. And it's okay when you win, but it wasn't very pretty.
It was entertaining. We know that. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes, it was. IndyCar Series continues Saturday, June 24th from Richmond, Virginia. The SunTrust Indy Challenge, 8 o'clock on ESPN2. Points leader Elio Castroneves looking to score his 4th win. Marty, guys are going to handle that for you. Right now, we're going to handle Funny Car. We're in round 2. Ron Capps and Phil Burkhardt. Who will face Tommy Johnson Jr.? That's what we're about to find out. There's Capps.
Ron Capps, your points leader, wants to stay that way when he leaves this race. We talked about it before. Has a very, very consistent race car, and that's what you need in this heat. But don't count out Phil Burkhardt. His crew chief, Chris Cunningham, Mark Dennard, they can do a good job in these situations. Phil Burkhardt, their driver, he's never intimidated by anybody. He'll go head-to-head with Force or whoever and race him hard.
Red light.
Phil Burkhardt. Man. Red lights.
Something you don't want to do round 2 on a day like this.
And he threw away.
Red light, please. good. He red lit. We run a 498. You're okay.
Yeah, got my intuition. Good to go, man.
Hear him say, tell me red light, who wanted to make sure. I'm sure he probably knew when he saw him that far out, Phil Burghardt being that far out. And, you know, Phil Burghardt throws away a 497, and Ron Capps ran a 498 and gets the win.
Up at the top end, Gary Gerould is with Gary Scelzi.
Gary, we've talked about the fact that this is one of 3 racetracks where you have not been able to win as a Top Fuel or a funny car driver, and you're saying you're using that as special incentive. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, I want to try to win everywhere we've been. You know, and that sounds kind of goofy because I've been lucky to win in a lot of places. But this is an old race. It has a lot of history in it, you know, and I don't normally call my father on Father's Day. Oh, I do, but I mean, normally not on race day. And I called him when I won the championship at Pomona, and I called him this morning. And Monroe Scelzi, happy Father's Day.
Good stuff there. Keep going.
And you know what? Gary keeps that attitude all of the time. Saw him last night at the end of the day, smiling away, having a good time. Number 1 qualifier, Tony Bartone over on the far side, and John Force is right here on the near side, ready to go. Dave Reef is with the family Force.
You bet. Down with Lori Force and 3 kids belonging to Lori and John. An easy way to remember them, ABC. It's Ashley, it's Brittany, it's Courtney. Now, where's your shirt that says Dad loves you the best?
It's back in the trailer. I didn't have the time to change in it before watching Dad.
Brittany, what's it like to be part of this family? What's it like to be part of this crazy family?
A little crazy.
But fun, right?
Yeah. We're on the road every weekend and it's fun.
And Courtney, I have to ask you, you were sitting on the couch last week with your mom when you saw your dad dedicate that 120th national event win to your mom. What did that mean to you? What did that mean to your mom? Were you stunned?
I was so shocked. I was so happy that my dad won the race. And I thought it was so cute with his interview, what he said about my mom. I almost started to cry.
Remember the ABCs, Ashley, Brittany, Courtney, coming to a racetrack near you.
And of course, they're all focused on that man, John Force, who won last week in Chicago, as he takes on Tony Bartone, crowd favorite here. Winner of this will face Gary Scelzi. Oh, Force gets in trouble. And then Bartone does, but Bartone gets to the line first. Tony Bartone.
5.836 for Bartone. Beats Force's 5.9.
Wow. That was something. I love the blimp shots when you have races like that. You saw John just get a big jump off the starting line. He had about 0.03 of a second advantage and then picked up about another 5 and 60 feet right there, man. He had the thing won, but you saw him have to backpedal, start spinning the tires, figured his day was done. Tony brakes, and then John sees that, tries to drive around him, but just basically ran out of real estate. Watch John just trying to run him down. Just couldn't quite do it.
Let's go to Dave Reef. He's with Jim Dunn.
Big Jim Dunn. Big surprise right there. Were you expecting that?
Yeah, when you drop a cylinder at the hitch, you don't usually beat Force. Luckily, he had too much power and smoke. 7 cylinders worked fine.
That'll do it on a day like today, and they're on to the semifinals, much to the fans' delight.
Picking up points. Separating himself.
One more look at it for you, Mike.
It was a fun race to watch. I mean, you know, John Force had that race won early, but remember, you got to race a quarter mile. And you see them on the Valvoline winners cam, about a car length advantage for Tony Bartone coasting through the lights.
And so the semifinal matchups for Funny Car. John Force, spectator. Nope, not going to win this one. Did it a week ago. But it'll be Tony Bartone and Gary Scelzi, and also Ron Capps and Tommy Johnson Jr. There's Bartone and Scelzi. Going to make a great semifinal. We'll be back. Back at Englishtown, the K&N Filters Super Nationals. Pro stock coming to the line now. And we'll start with Alan Johnson and Richie Stevens Jr. There's the ladder for you as we move closer and closer to the semifinals.
On the other side of the ladder, WJ and Dave Conley. Conley getting the lane choice, and Jim Yates and Kurt Johnson, with Kurt getting the lane choice. Right now, Paul, we got a race between the 2 latest #1 qualifiers on the circuit. Alan Johnson was #1 this week here in Englishtown. Richie Stevens last week in Chicago. So this is a good matchup between the two Mopars.
Here's a number for you on Alan Johnson. First 230 races, no poles. 2 poles, last 4 races.
Well, he said his dad, Roy Johnson, has found some horsepower, and not only he felt they found the horsepower a few races ago, but now they're figuring out how to get that horsepower to the ground. Richie Stevens, same thing. David Nickens doing a good job over there, too.
Track temperature has come up 18 degrees. They figured out how to get the power down in Alan Johnson's car. He takes the win, and Stevens goes away.
And I don't know what happened to Richie's car. That thing just bucked and kicked when he let the clutch out, and had a terrible reaction time to boot. It makes me think, because Richie's usually very good on the lights, that something mechanically went wrong with that race car. But Alan Johnson has had a very good race car all weekend. He's in the semifinals.
When we started, track temperature 111 degrees. It's now 129 degrees. Gary Gerould is with John Force and Tony Bartone.
Well, John Force, Tony Bartone are here. John, you needed another 20 feet or so of racetrack, and you would have been moving on. Were you aware how close that was? You were closing?
Trying to chase him down. Jim Dunn running low ET here was very impressive. And Bartone from New York, it's his town. He needs a win here, so I hope he gets it. So I'm rooting for you today. But, it didn't help in the points, but we'll see what happens. It's a long way to the end of the season, and we've made some ground in Chicago. And we're going to lose some ground here, but you couldn't lose to nicer people, but I still hate losing.
Thank you, John. Tony, did I understand right? Your family has been in Italy the last 3.5 weeks or so, and they just got back to be here today?
They just got back on Friday. They missed qualifying because they got back late, and they were here the rest of the weekend, and I'm glad they're back.
And the Bartone family may be partying.
And I just want to thank John for those nice accolades. Gentleman and a scholar. Thank you.
And quality man with a great accent. There is Jason Line. He will take on Ricky Smith. Line defeated number 12 qualifier Stanfield in first round. And we could see a change in points leads.
You're looking at Tricky Ricky. He may play some little games on the starting line. If he sees a weakness in Jason Line, he'll try to exploit it. If he doesn't, he'll just go up there and stage and run his race. Jason's in.
And Line right at the finish, a 671, 206 miles an hour. But was that a good race?
The reason it was a good race because Ricky Smith had almost 0.04 of a second advantage off the starting line. You see the margin of victory there that Jason Line was finally able to run around Ricky and get the win.
All right, let's check in with Hillary Will. Hi, Hillary.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
What a day, huh?
Yeah, it's going well. This is the first time we've been in the semifinals, and I see my teammate Jason Line just won, so we're happy over here.
Yeah, how about these hot temperatures, though?
Yeah, we picked the hottest day to go rounds, but it's as usual. I mean, my team's working hard, and I'm happy for them.
Well, we've heard that maybe you have a new attitude, Hillary, and I saw in the first round you were kind of a little hard on yourself about that job, but I thought you did a good job backpedaling it. Yeah, you might have stayed in a little bit too long the first time, but you kept the car straight, stay out of the throttle, got to recover. When it got sideways, you got out of the throttle and did the right thing to get the win. I thought you did a pretty good job. How do you feel?
Yeah, thank you. No, I wasn't being hard on myself. I just know that there's always ways to get better. I'm thankful that Jimmo's been working with me. It hardly ever smokes the tires, so I haven't, in race day, so I haven't had experience doing it. But back since October, Jimmo's been working with me, explaining to me, we watch video and we look at the computer about what I should do if it smokes the tires. And so, my team's just been very, very patient with me, and I'm thankful for that. And I know about Larry Dixon's record on Father's Day, and we're going to try to break that. We have a lot of dads on our team.
Well, thank you, Hillary. You said you worked on the start at Chicago, and it's paying off for you.
Let's keep it up.
Kurt Johnson takes it over Yates, 674 to a 675.
That was a little bit of a surprise there. Jim Yates has had such a great race car all weekend. Probably, just missed the setup a little bit. Looked like he might have spun the tires early, and we see a lane change there with Warren going over to the right lane. Dave Conley taking the left-hand lane. Now watch, Kurt just got a sliding band drop the starting line. Both cars were probably a little bit loose in first and second gear. That's just a characteristic of the racetrack. But Kurt Johnson was able to get the win. As you look at our Valvoline winners cam by just about almost half a car length.
Back at the starting line, you're on board now with Dave Connolly, a double winner this year. It'll be Warren Johnson, the old pro, that faces him, and whoever wins this will take on KJ.
And Warren Johnson was able to get in this round when he won on a hole shot over Greg Anderson. Now he's going to have to be on his game probably to beat Dave Conley on a hole shot, because we've talked about it all the time. Dave is very, very good on the starting line. If Warren can just stay in his game and concentrate, I mean, he can definitely, I've seen him leave on people that you never would think so, but, he can rise to the occasions from time to time, but he's going to need to right now, because not only is Dave a great driver, he also has a very good race car.
Yeah, if Warren can win this, it'll make for a father-son matchup on Father's Day, but Connolly has beaten Warren 5 times in 7 career matchups.
You see his son Kurt there watching, and we know who he's rooting for. At least I think I do. Both drivers being very careful to go on the stage. I mean, WJ knows he's going to have to be on his game.
Only wait, here we go now. Johnson just falls behind. Connolly just nailed him on the light. Connolly with a 672, 206 miles an hour to Warren Johnson 673. So KJ won't see Dad, but he will see Dave Connolly.
Boy, this kid is just so good on the lights. WJ didn't have a bad light his own, but Dave Connolly, when he's going 0-12 in the other lane, I mean, you're going to be hard-pressed to get him off the starting line. And then with Bill Grumpy horsepower underneath the hood, he's flying into the semis.
And there are your matchups in the Pro Stock semifinal. Jason Lime and Alan Johnson, and Big Connolly and KJ. When they take Pro Stock cars to the semifinals. Pro Stock motorcycles. Coming up, Karen Stouffer, there she is. Remember a week ago they waxed her bike, and it was so good that she almost came off the bike? For Karen Stouffer, 7:14 as she puts Ryan Schnitz away.
Well, she stayed on the bike this time, Paul, and it was a good thing because she needed it over Ryan Schnitz, your most recent winner, and does a great job to get the win.
And you can see her smiling in the helmet. There's the finish line as Karen wins it. We're back and continuing with Pro Stock motorcycle. Matt Gadira, Craig Treble come up to the line.
Matt Gadira coming off that final round runner-up in Chicago last week. He's had a very good bike. Now, remember, we saw a lot of red lights in the first round, so these teams have to adjust for that. They know the bikes are leaving quick. Maybe not a whole lot of rollout that they're used to, that they're getting those red lights because the bikes react quicker than any of the other vehicles in the professional category.
And they're looking for a change. Oh, good race, this one. Treble 7:16, 187 miles an hour. Matt Gadira 7:17.
Boy, that was just a great drag race. Matt Gadira had 1/100th of a second advantage off of the starting line. And watch the finish line. It's going to be close. By 16 10,000ths of a second, Matt Gadira. Uh-oh. What are we seeing there?
Remember, scans at like a 30th of a second. I think that's a really close call on the line from the video. That's why you got the light. But remember, too, there have been some conversation about whether or not there ought to be covers on the front wheel.
Yeah, they've had a big-time problem tripping the lights at the other end. Steve Johnson and Tom Bradford. Tom Bradford, there's going to be no question on that one. 7:13 beats Steve 7:24.
So defending champion Pro Stock Motorcycles is going to go to the spectator grandstand, and Tom Bradford moves forward with his 7:13. Go to Gary Gerald up at the far end with what has to be a very happy Karen Stouffer.
A lot of conversation going on about that matchup between Gudera and Treble, trying to figure out who won that. We know electronically who they say won it. I'm not so sure that other people up here believe it. But Karen Stouffer, congratulations. You are moving on, and with no controversy. I want to ask you, Angel was talking earlier about the NHRA needing to do something with the lights on the Christmas tree. Do you agree that something needs to be done?
Yeah, you know, when you're trying to hold the bike back and not release as quick as you can, you really want to do it off your reactions. And when you're trying to hold back and not react as fast, you're not really performing to the best you could be. And really a slight change on the tree, if we went to a 3/10 instead of a 4/10, that would help everybody be more aggressive and try to cut a tree. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's something to consider when we see as many red lights as we've seen this weekend.
A lot of different things to ponder here in the pro motorcycle ranks. Here comes another pair.
Yeah, and speaking of red lights, it bites Antron Brown. And Smith takes the win. Matt runs a 7:17, 181 miles an hour. So with the question of the red lights in pro stock motorcycles still hanging, we'll show you the semifinal matchups. Tom Bradford with lane choice over Matt Smith. And Karen Stouffer has lane choice over Craig Treble. There's more coming up.
Here we go.
This telecast is available on ESPN2 HD. Englishtown. The K&N Filters Super Nationals and your onboard Hillary Will as we're getting ready to determine who will go to the finals. Here's a recap of Top Fuel for you.
Let's show you how Larry Dixon got here by, in the previous round, taking on Tony Schumacher, your defending Powerade champion. Larry Dixon takes the win when Tony smokes the tires, runs a 474 at 310 miles per hour.
Tony Schumacher, despite all the losses, still keeps a good attitude. We take a look at the ladder. Will and Dixon have not won this season. Both Bernstein and Fuller have.
Right now you're on board with Larry Dixon, chosen that left-hand lane. He does have lane choice. And right now, basically what we said, there's really no difference in the lanes that I can see. I mean, the key is in either one of them, you have to keep it in the groove. You look right down track, you see that black part of the rubber right down there in the middle of the racetrack. That's what he's looking at right now. He wants to make sure he stays in that so that he can get the best traction that possible.
And temperatures come up another couple of degrees. It's now over 130. Track temperature.
Hillary's got the same view. Now look, you see the marks are over there. The reason they do that because there's ball sparks on the starting line, so they'll move her over. She's leaning it towards that lane, so once that thing picks up the front end, she's got to get that thing right in that good rubber.
Well, Larry gets her right from the start with a 475, 306 miles an hour. So Larry Dixon is still trying to find a 6th Father Day's win. That's great.
I mean, I think everybody might as well just stay home on Father's Day when Larry Dixon's there. I mean, he wins every time. He's got a cylinder out, but obviously Hillary had problems. We talked about her having to get that car moved over as she launches. You saw the car start to make the move, but she spun the tires even before it got to that point, so it was all for naught anyway. And Larry Dixon, he had her stuck down the middle and gets it into the final round.
Now, we need to get some updates on things that have happened in pro stock motorcycle. Let's get the word from NHRA. Here's Dave Reap.
Graham Ladd is the Senior Vice President of Racing Operations for the NHRA. And Graham, we've had another one of these instances where the video pretty much says it all. What are some of the factors that went into your decision to award Matt Guidera with a win?
Well, obviously looking at the video that was brought to our attention by your people, it's clear that the one bike won instead of Craig Treble, and we had to overturn it. You know, since the incident at the U.S. Nationals last year, you people have been very gracious to make sure the camera's exactly on the finish line. We're getting an accurate shot, and that's the information we took. It was a video replay that overturned the decision.
Is there any statistical reasoning for this yet?
Well, don't know. Talk to the timing equipment manufacturer. They were here this weekend. This racetrack is wider than any other racetrack. There's some speculation possibly the sensitivity of the beam going across a wider distance could be the culprit, but that's all speculation at this time.
Some concern also from the bike riders about the number of red lights we've seen this weekend. Angel Sampey even suggesting that the NHRA needs to do something about the interval from the ambers to the green. Do you feel that way?
Well, the system is, we do not have the flexibility at this point to customize the amount of time in each category. So when you set it into the Pro Start mode, it's the same for everybody, whether it be Top Fuel or Super Gas, Super Street, and that's a system we have and that we've used for some time. When we get a system that has that flexibility, we would consider that, look at it, possibly make a change. But at this point, it's the same delay from the amber to green that it's been for as long as I can remember, and most teams seem to deal with it and handle it.
Thank you for your time.
Brandon Bernstein and Hot Rod Fuller. Believe it or not, they have never faced one another. It goes away for Bernstein, works for Fuller. 5 flat. Kenny Bernstein, who's won here 7 times, 4 in Funny Car, 3 in Top Fuel. Just looks so he and Brandon can start celebrating Father's Day a little earlier.
This was a situation where both cars got in trouble early, pretty much the same time, but Hot Rod Fuller did a better job of getting that car back under control when he backpedaled. Let's watch Brandon. He's going to go out there, and that thing was spinning the tire as soon as it left the starting line, then just drove into tire smoke. So it's probably a little harder for him to get to recover, where Hot Rod at least was hooked up initially and then spun.
Let's send you over to the Pro Stock Motorcycle pits and Gary Gerould.
Some controversy. The controversy has been addressed, obviously, and a reversal in the ruling involving this race between Craig Treble and Matt Guidera has been made. And unfortunately for Craig, you end up being on the bad side of this deal. Your reaction?
Well, my reaction, the NHRA did the right thing. When Matt and I came around the corner, you guys had the monitor up there, and everybody's looking at it, and I saw it myself. I mean, he took at least a half a wheel out there, so I saw Matt did win that race. So it's an unfortunate situation. I think that the NHRA needs to address this, because this is the 3rd time that this happened in the bike class. So, and I'm sure they're going to do something about it in the near future, so we don't have to go through this anymore.
And Matt, from your standpoint, did you feel like you had won the race even before you saw a replay?
Yeah, I felt like I was out in front the entire time. I never saw Craig, so, you know, I have blinders on my helmet, so I don't know if I could have seen him even if he was right there. But when I crossed the line, you know, I felt like I won the race, and then I seen Craig come by, and we've turned off, and Craig, you know, got the win light, so he pulled off into the winner's circle over there, and I went, oh, God darn it, you know, I guess I didn't win that one. And then everybody started talking about, you know, I won the race, so I got on that monitor, and you guys showed me, so, you know, yeah, I felt like I won it all the way.
All right. Well, a decision has been made, as we say, and it'll be this man, Guidera, who goes to the semifinals.
I want to tell my dad Happy Father's Day, and I want to say hi to my mom back home. Mom, I'm going to the semifinals.
Yeah, and thankfully it seems like everybody agrees. Funny Car semifinal round. First up will be Tommy Johnson and Ron Capps. There's Ron, points leader.
Former teammates. They used to be both racing under the Don Perdome Racing Stable. Then Ron Capps moved over to Don Schumacher, picked up his crew chief Ed McCullough, and they've been doing obviously very well and are hoping to pad their points lead.
Well, TJ smokes not once, but a couple of times and gives Capps the win. Again, the temperature getting hotter and harder and harder and harder to gauge what the track will do to them, but obviously Capps and the gang have figured it out.
131-degree tack temperature. That is hot. Let's take a look at TJ as he launches off the starting line, gets into smoke very, Well, not really. He got out there a couple 100 feet and then started spinning the tires, but he spun pretty hard, tries to get to recover. Ron Capps and Ed the Ace McCullough, what can you say about them? They just race the racetrack. That's what they've been doing all year. They don't care about what number comes up. They just want to get to the finish line under power, and if they do that majority of the time, which they do, they figure they're going to win rounds, and hopefully they'll win the Power 8 championships. Good strategy.
Well, we want to thank our friends in the Samuel Lightship for the aerial views today. The best view of today's action is from inside the Lightship, flying overhead with its eye-in-the-sky camera and bringing the beautiful shots of all the racing action. Up on board, pilot Alan Judd, cameraman Jeff Vaughn. Thanks, guys. Thanks again. It's great stuff. Let's go to Gary Gerould. He's with Ron Capps.
Number 1 in points, John Force. Your closest competitor is gone. Golden opportunity for the green team, I would think, to pad that lead today. How are you looking at it?
Tony Stewart, Powerade.
How about that?
Yeah, it's
Home Depot? No, just Powerade.
Yeah, well, hey, I'll take it. We're going to race Eldora with Tony and those guys next month. But it's treacherous. When you're sitting back there and you're watching dragsters struggle and smoking the tires to go down there, Melanie, the Skoal gear, I mean, Evan Knoll, all the money he's putting with his team. Tommy Johnson, good job, man. Thanks, man. U.S. Smokeless Tobacco. I used to, of course, they used to be my sponsor, one of the best people around. He still sponsors the Showdown in Indy, one of the favorite events of all us funny car guys. So it's an emotional run right there. But drags are struggling in front of us. I can't tell you. It used to be the other way around. I mean, if funny cars just couldn't get down tough tracks, and dragsters being the way they are could. I know I'm babbling, right? But I'm telling you, when you see dragster struggle and then Ace puts what he does in it and it goes down there, that's unbelievable.
All right, just turn it over here. We're going to watch Bartone and your teammate Selzy.
I'm not jumping up and down. I'm not getting excited over nothing. What I run, 502?
5 flat.
5 flat.
I think.
And here are two guys, Tony Bartone and Gary Selzy, are having their best outing of the season. Bartone, the number one qualifier. First time in his career. Well, they both have trouble, but it's Selzy. Bartone gets in trouble a little bit earlier. Jim Dunn takes a look. Ron Capps seems happy with the fact that he's going to have Gary up against him in the next round, the finals.
Another tire smoking battle. You're going to see right side of your screen. Tony's going to smoke the tires early. Gary Selzy's going to start spinning when he comes off that transition. He's working the throttle pretty good to get to recover, but Tony, he tries to get to recover, but just wasn't able to get it done.
We roll quickly through the semifinals. It'll be Pro Stock Cars coming back. Once again, happy Father's Day to all you guys out there. It's Father's Day both in the stands and back in the pits. And what a great celebration this has proven to be. Coming up, we have the two guys who are the only repeat winners thus far this year, Kurt Johnson and Dave Connolly.
Good matchup here. Dave Connolly's very, very good on the tree. We talk about it all the time. There's Kevin Horst, who is Kurt Johnson's crew chief. And here's how they got there. You see Alan Johnson taking out Stevens and Jason Line taking out Ricky Smith. Dave Connolly took out WJ the previous round. Kurt taking out Yates.
And Kurt has never won here. One of the 5 tracks, which he has never won. Today, Connolly 673, 205 miles an hour over Johnson's 678.
And Kurt Johnson had the advantage off of the starting line, which is kind of unusual. Dave Connolly, an 0:40 reaction time. It's relatively slow for him, pretty much average for anybody else. But Kurt Johnson, he was right on his game, just like he was in the final last week. Unfortunately, Dave Connolly had more horsepower and drove around him.
It's time now for our Chucks Cragen Tractionary, where we're going to look at blowovers.
That's when the air gets under the front end of a car at speed and pushes it up and over backwards. Pretty much always happens to top fuel dragsters, and we're going to show you the blowover from 1986. Left side of your screen, Big Daddy Don Garlis sends that thing all the way over backwards. The throttle hangs open. Actually starts to move the car back towards the starting line. He very wisely hits the fuel shutoff and keeps it from going all the way back. And in the other lane, that was my old boss, Daryl Gwynn, up against him. A little wave to the fans, and the crowd went wild.
Oh, yeah, blow over, then backwards, and hey, I'm fine. Big Daddy is cool. Alan Johnson and Jason Line.
You look at Alan's dad, Roy, they're making big-time horsepower. And Alan probably, next to Dave Conley, I'd say he's one of the best on the lights. Jason Line's really been struggling in that department. Today's no exception. Alan's probably been about better in the first 2 rounds over Jason Line on the reaction time. And now Alan's got some big-time horsepower in the hood of that Mopar. So Jason's going to have to try to rise to the occasion and nail that tree, and if he wants to try to get around Alan.
Won by Jason Line, 672, 206 miles an hour. Greg Anderson says, yeah, okay, teammate.
Jason did a good job. Alan did have the advantage off the starting line, almost 300ths of a second, and then that horsepower from Jason Line, Greg Anderson, that Ken Black machine was able to drive around the Mopar on the other end and get the win, and they're in the final.
And Dave Reef is with Larry Dixon,
who is packing his shoes for the 24th consecutive time on Father's Day. Even Don the Snake Perdome has come by and shook his head. Congratulations from other teams as well. Larry, don't want to look too far ahead, but rather I'd like to look back to yesterday. How surprised are you, and what does this team have that has put you in this position since you went through the show?
It's just, I mean, I think our team, and there's a lot of teams out here, I mean, they've gone through a lot, you know, that's what they get paid to do. I mean, you go through some kind of deal like that and you don't get all shook up about it. You just get back on your horse and go riding, and that's kind of what our team has done. And yeah, 6 years in a row on Father's Day is pretty strong. We'll try and close this out and make it a real six-pack.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Pike's on the line now. Here's Karen Stouffer and Matt Gadira. He is here. One belongs to Stouffer, though. Gadira right at the end had a surge. Looked like he might have caught her.
I think he was fighting that bike all the way down. Karen Stouffer won on a hole shot because she got the jump off the starting line by 300ths of a second. She's been doing a great job on that bike, and there's a margin of victory at the finish line.
Gary Gerald now is with Jason Line.
Jason, you've had a bit of an adventure today with the Christmas tree. It was a 090 in the previous round. You were down 300ths on this one, and you drove around. What's going to happen in the finals?
It's a good thing I have a good race car. I don't know, but in the final, if I do that against Dave, I'm definitely, we're done. So got to step it up for sure, and just want to thank all the Summit guys and everybody at the shop. Everybody's been working really hard, and we haven't paid a lot of dividends on race day for it, but it's coming around. One of these days, things are going to turn back around. But all in all, it's good. So happy Father's Day to my dad. To all the dads out there, my dad, of course, is the best. So happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you. And that's it.
Any arguments about whose dad is best?
Oh, yeah, there are going to be some. Tom Bradford and Matt Smith looking to see who will be the other half of the final round. Smith, the Columbus runner-up. Smith, 712.
They're not too excited, are they? George Bryce, team owner, he likes what he sees. Matt Smith's doing a pretty good job today. He's been very, very consistent on light. We've seen all those red lights, and Matt's been struggling on the tree. Let's be honest about it. But today, he has been like a machine, 040 every single time. And you know he's got to be careful because a lot of bikes have been red lighting today.
So there's Matt. He's got the win over Tom Bradford, and we're all set now for finals because we know who everybody will be as he celebrates. We'll be back with more. Top Fuel, Larry Dixon looking to make it 6 Father Day wins. Rod Fuller won at Phoenix. Can he do it again? And how about in Funny Car? Gary Scelzi looking for the first win of the year. And Ron Capps wants to extend his points lead. Jason Line in Pro Stock will face Dave Connolly, a 2-time winner this year. In Pro Stock Motorcycle, Matt Smith looks for his first win, but he'll have to beat Karen Stouffer to get it. Well, there's Karen, and we're ready to go Pro Stock Motorcycle. Big accident last year, a lot of injuries when the gate of her truck fell and hit her, And this could be the end of an enormous comeback for her.
Yeah, and not only from that, but from this weekend, she really struggled in qualifying, only qualified in the number 15 position to get to where she's at. They basically field stripped this whole bike last evening to try to just basically change everything to see if they could get this thing to turn around. And boy, did they. I mean, they're in the final round. Karen's done a great job on the tree, getting good reaction times. Matt Smith, he's been very consistent on the tree, also has some good power. He's going to be trying to get his first win in Pro Stock Motorcycle.
Karen's looking for the third of her career.
Karen drills him on the tree.
Yeah, but he comes from behind and takes the win. It's Matt Smith with a 7:11 to Karen Stouffer's 7:23.
How about that? It's about time his dad, Ricky. He's plenty happy and plenty proud right now.
What a Father's Day. Ricky Smith, a great Father's Day gift for you. There is no discounting that one.
That's the best Father's Day gift I've ever had in my life. God bless him. Thank Evan Noel, George Smith, George Bryce.
Go down there and celebrate with your son.
Gets to see his son win on Father's Day, first of his career.
Yeah, Matt Smith thought he won the U.S. Nationals, and he got that win taken away when we did the photo replay, giving the win to Steve Johnson, but there was no question that Matt Smith got the win this time. Good job.
Round of applause down at the far end, and here is Gary.
Congratulations. Matt Smith, when you think back about what happened last Labor Day weekend at Indianapolis and one you thought you had in the U.S. Nationals, it didn't happen, as the reversal, of course, everyone knows about, brings you to this moment. What are you feeling?
Did we win for sure? Oh, I'm just, gosh, I cannot tell you. I woke up this morning and I had a kidney stone for 2 days and been in pain. But my team stuck together, G-Squared team. Thank you, Evan Noel, Tolker Racing Fuels, Mac Tools, S&S, Redline Oil. Man, I couldn't have done it without Rick Manning, crew chief in this thing, and George Bryce. Thanks for everything, everybody.
I'm amazed after a kidney stone, he's out here and he's holding a Wally. If you've ever had one of those stones, you know exactly what we're talking about.
And we're talking serious pain there. Jason Line, Greg Anderson's teammate. Anderson is a spectator because it will be Dave Conley that is alongside, trying to become the only Pro Stock driver to win 3 races this year.
We saw Dave's dad, Ray Conley, watching on. His son been very, very good on the tree. Jason's been a little bit off. Jason's going to have to step up right now.
Good race, and it's won by Jason Line. Greg Anderson says, way to go, teammate. Jason Line with a 672 with a 205 miles an hour.
And how about Jason Line? We talked about his reaction time all weekend long, and boy, did he nail the tree in the final. He was ready for Dave Conley. 0.013 reaction time, had basically a little over 200 of a second advantage over Dave Conley, which doesn't happen very often when you're racing Dave. But Jason did a great job, and congratulations to that team.
And Jason Line wins his 3rd in a row, Dave.
Greg Anderson, it wasn't your day, but it was still a KB day.
Jason saved my day. I'm very proud of the man right now. Yeah, I want to drag my lip on the ground, but we got 2 Summit Pontiacs out here, and I got to think about that. I got to think about the team. Jason bailed me out today, and he finally gave Ken Black something to be proud of. We haven't given him much lately, but he just did, and it's a tough, tough class right now. I'm very, very proud of Jason.
And you're still the points leader. Relax, my friend. To the far end.
Well, Jason, earlier today we were giving you a little grief on a light that was up there in the 90 range. This was an 0.13. How did you manage to pull that one off?
My foot slipped. I don't know. I told the guys will me a 20, so you got to have one in your race. That guy, man, he's good. So the car was awesome all day long, and the whole time I kind of like earned my keep around here. So it was cool. I want to thank Summit and everybody, and it's so cool to win on Father's Day, and my first time as a father winning on Father's Day. So I like Larry Dixon's and mine's tradition. That's cool. So hopefully he can keep it going too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jason Line, his third in a row here. He's never lost a round. Funny car. There is Ron Capps. It'll be Gary Scelzi over on the other side. Important to both of them, of course, but maybe a little more so to Gary.
Well, you got the teammates racing here. Your defending Powerade champion Gary Scelzi against the current Powerade points leader Ron Capps. Great matchup right now. Gary Scelzi has a little bit better car when it comes to performance as far as the numbers, but Ron Capps has the more consistent race car. He has not smoked the tires on any of his runs all weekend long, including qualifying, even though he only qualified number 14. The car goes down the track. Now, yeah, may get a little bit spin down track. We don't count that. I mean, basically, that thing goes to half track without any smoke. It may haze the tires on the other end, but it gets to the finish line under power, and nobody else has been able to say that, and that's the way they've been winning rounds and winning races this year. Just go out there and get the thing to the finish line. And what that does, Paul, for Gary Scelzi and Mike Neff, they know pretty much that Ron Capps is going to go down the racetrack. They got to try to get this thing hooked up and make sure it stays hooked up, and Gary's got to do his job on the starting line.
Scelzi's never won here. This is the first final of the season for the defending Funny Car champion.
We're starting to turn that program around. We're getting tough again.
There's a race with Ron Capps as the winner. Well, trying to...
baby. 502.
Well,
oh, man.
and there is the report. And the Ace radios it on. The 502 gives Ron Capps the win. We go to Dave.
Ace McCullough taking some celebratory hugs from Don Schumacher, the car owner. Your relationship has almost come like father and son. Do you feel like your kid got one for you on Dad's Day?
Well, you know, I mean, I love my kid. He's a big supporter. He helps us a lot. I just want to say thanks for everything from him and all of the Army team and all of the team at Schumacher. It's a great job. Thank you.
The points lead grows bigger.
Ron Capps does it with his driving, gets a win on a hole shot. He had 0.05 of a second advantage over Gary Scelzi. Gary was late. He's going to be kicking himself for that. That was the difference. Ron Capps, even though he ran a slower elapsed time, was able to get the win.
Gary Gerold's with Ron.
Hole shot win for your 5th win of the year. It comes against your teammate, and it stretches that points lead. Your thoughts?
It takes some of the excitement out of it, to be honest with you. I don't like...
Why is that?
Well, can't make me cry here. Last year, Ace got sick here. When he got sick, he was in the hospital. Sippy and the Oakley guys, they chipped in and helped our car. And they went out early, and we went on to runner-up. And I don't like being, you know, it's all stage. And Gary, it's kind of a joke, but I don't like beating Gary. He's one of the best. He's my mentor. So I love winning, but I know how he feels over there. But hey, Charger, it's got a Hemi in it. Guys did a great job in the Brute crew. Evan Knoll. I know I'm babbling. Those top fuel guys are running right now, but my dad, man, he's at home in San Luis Obispo, California, and I want to say Happy Father's Day. I love you.
So now we'll find out how Larry Dixon can do on Father's Day. For the past 5 Father's Day, he's really been awesome. 5 Father's Day wins. Rod Fuller, of course, with a win already this year at Phoenix. So this will make for a great matchup. Larry has not yet won this season.
It's still unbelievable that he's never been beat on Father's Day since his son Donovan was born. And now it's at 2 different tracks when it used to be held in Columbus. Good matchup here. Rod Fuller's been awfully tough this weekend.
And he continues to be tough. 469 for Rod Fuller. Snake turns and walks away. Larry Dixon will be the runner-up, and Fuller is the winner with a 469, 314 miles an hour. Dave?
Down with a very happy crew and a crew chief that has just ended the longest Father's Day streak in the history of this sport. How'd you do it?
I just can't say enough about this. Valvoline, LP Building Products, 84 Lumber, Mac Tools, David Powers Homes team. They just did an outstanding job today. Fuller had a great job. I just can't say enough about my guys. You know, it was awfully hot out here, and we had to be very well disciplined to keep it from spinning the tires, but just a great day for the Valvoline team.
Rod Fuller and his whole team on top of the Top Fuel World today.
And the streak comes to an end right here as Rod Fuller takes the win. And there he is. When we come back, we'll have a chance to talk to the now two-time winner this season, Rod Fuller. Well, we told you it was going to be hot and fun, and it certainly was. 93 degrees the air temperature for the finals. And Hot Rod Fuller, who was hot in Phoenix, hot again here. Gary Gerould.
And as this exceedingly hot day in Englishtown, New Jersey comes to a close, Hot Rod Fuller grasps the Wally for the second time this year, third time in his career. You're going against the king of Father's Day. Did you think at all about the amazing streak Dixon has had on this day?
Yeah, and I thought about ending it too, you know. The last two times I won, I had two sad stories, and today I got a positive story. You know, I got a father that's awesome, and he's done so much for me with my racing career and stuff. I remember when I was a kid, you know, he'd be working on his race car. I'd lay underneath on a creeper with him and pour Valvoline oil in it when we were changing the oil. And, you know, all those kids out there that have dads, you know, those dads are your best friend. And it's cool to hang out with your dads. And today's Dad's Day. And I love you, Dad, and we did it.
Savor it.
Congratulations to Hot Rod and the Valvoline team next weekend in St. Louis. The O'Reilly Midwest Nationals qualifying on Saturday, and then on Sunday, NHRA today, and the finals at 10 o'clock. Let's go to Gary Gerould. He's caught up with Larry Dixon.
One of the most amazing streaks of success on one specific day has now been broken. You have won this thing so many times. You're so close to doing it again. What are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling it was Dick LaHaye's streak, and we were just riding his coattails, you know. I mean, we had a good car all day long, and we were fighting dropping cylinders, and it really seemed like in the final round they got it fixed, and it just went out there and pulled the tires loose, and at that point you're just chasing them. But you know, for you know, Miller, we almost got a six-pack, but for Miller Lite, Lucas Oil, Skoal, you know, this is kind of their home race and everything. Mac Tools, Summit, B&M, you know, Spy Optics, all the people that have been behind us, you know, we're a win waiting to happen. We're hoping we get Donnie Bender his first win as a crew chief this week, but hopefully it'll happen next week.
See you in St. Louis.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we'll see you all in St. Louis, not just Larry Dixon. We thank you for joining us today. Coming up next, the 2006 NCAA College World Series at Omaha. And don't forget our qualifying next Saturday. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.